Okay, anybody watching ever have this type of trouble where your fan doesn't work? Hit the max button on the AC, so it's calling for high speed of the fan. It's blowing. It's definitely not blowing high speed. You could tell because it sounds very, very quiet. Normally it's so loud it's hard to, to hear the radio, hard to have a conversation over it. I mean, it's working, but not working great. So after spending some time on the forums of Bimmerfest, I found that this symptom, not getting full power out of the fan, and it's intermittent. Occasionally it will blast full power, but not always. But this symptom, and also another symptom of the fan just staying on all the time, even when the car is not running, is usually a sign that it's the final stage resistor that's going in the system, and that needs to be replaced. So it's final stage resistor, FSR. I'll leave a part number to it down in the description. I'll leave a link to it on the to it on FCP Euro's website. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get any affiliate sales or anything like that. I'm just a fan. I've been using it for ordering parts pretty much since they first opened up shop, because they're not too far from me. And anyone who owns an old E39 BMW knows that you're going to need parts for it. All right, so next, to replace that resistor, we got to go down into the passenger footwell, and we'll meet you up down there. Okay, let me show you where that final stage resistor is. So you got to go passenger side, down in the footwell. Got a light on down here to help you all see, because it's really hard to see. And so we're gonna have to take off this trim panel. There's a screw right up here. See that kind of gold brass colored right next to the vent? That panel's gonna have to come out. And they say this panel right here under the dash, make it a little easier. All right, so first up, let's get that screw out of here. I think my ratcheting screwdriver was a bit overkill. All right, so once you get the screw out, this panel should just slide backwards. Oh, there we go. And there's a couple clips. There's a clip right here, fits into the hole here and here. Let's pop that out of the way. And let's see where we are. So it's way in the back. Up back there, you could barely see it. Let's get that other panel out of the way. This one just clips in as well. There we go. Slide out one side, slide out the other side. And there we got it. So again, this panel just has two clips on the front, and it just slides in the back on these two white clips here. You can see where these two tabs slide into those spots right there and right up there. All right, let me get that out of the way. Get some light up in there. And now, can you guys see back there? So we're gonna have to undo that clip, and then there's another clip to slide the resistor out. Let's see if I can get that light up in there. Nope. So we gotta undo this electrical connector right here. So just squeeze it on one side. Stick my head up in there so I can see what's going on. There we go. That was a pain in the butt. All right, now that the electrical connector's out of the way, there's just this one black clip here. This tab you gotta depress and pull it out. Okay, and there it goes. Got it out. And so here it is. Just a massive, massive heatsink. And I believe this one's the original to my car. It's got these prongs, one pretty thick, beefy prongs. And this might be the reason it failed. There's a little bit of a crack right there. I don't know if you can see that, if that's coming out on camera. Maybe right there. That might have caused the problem. Ordered a new one from FCP Euro. Figured out, and with their lifetime part warranty, if something were to happen, it'd be easy replacement. Oh, not easy. And so this one, casing sizes should be about the same, plugs should be the same, but if you look, the heat sinks are much different, much shorter, smaller, more of them compared to these big massive ones. And then the body itself is made out of plastic versus the original part was made out of aluminum. And no cracks in the epoxy. All right, so let's get this in there. Basically putting it back in there just to the reverse of taking it out. Okay, so there's the old part. And then here's the new part. And installing the new part is just the reverse of the old part. So basically it's going to install in this orientation. Plug's going to be towards the left. There's going to be a hole here. There's a pin up there that fits through this hole. Another pin fits through that hole. And it should sit squarely on top of it. It's going to take a little bit of finagling just because you're pretty much going by feel. It's hard to get up in there. Yeah, a visual of the hole. Hopefully you guys can see that up there. There's the hole. You can see the two pins, hopefully, that it fits into. Try to make sure it doesn't get caught on any wires. Don't want to pinch any wires while I'm installing it. Alright, got the heat sinks in the hole. Alrighty, so I got it in there. Let me give you guys a look so you can see the clip's engaged. You could tug on it. It's not going to come out now. And next, gotta plug the wiring harness back in. Only fits on one way because there's 5 pins. And there we go. So now it's just a matter of putting the trim back in. Let's do that next. All right, putting the trim back in is just the reverse. So we got the lower panel in. You want to feed that into those 2 white clips way in the back. You want to make sure the front clips hook. There we go, just slides up and into place. And the carpet, again, you got the 2 hooks, 2 clips, one right here, one right here. They fit into these squares. So you hook them in there and then slide the whole panel forward. Last is that screw up there. So for this, you might need to push the panel up against it and then just fit it in. Get it to attach. And tighten it down a little bit. All right, now let's see if it worked. All right, now for the moment of truth. I probably should have tested this before I put all those trim panels back. All right, let's start her up. And let's hit max. And there we go. Full power from the fan. And you can probably hear the difference. Much louder now. It's really blowing. Got full power. Awesome. So there you go. Fairly simple fix thanks to all the great threads on Bimmerfest forums. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And no, there's nothing wrong with the temperature display on my car. That's just an artifact of the video recording process.